and mech ready. Wasn't expecting the freezing field damage to pop off there, I think. Wanted the Storm to have to zip to finish the kill, and then maybe they could have made a counterplay. Not worried about it.
What do you think of open wounds being picked up? Like an actual perk.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of times,
a lot of
times Lifesteal you get it off of Roche. I mean, against high HP targets, it's extremely good because it's percentage based for each proc. But they don't. I mean, the strength here they have is clockwork, so a little bit odd.
I guess it helps him stay on top of targets and
Extra lifesteal.
he becomes a little bit less less dependent on Storm Spirit constantly. I think for the most part in these teamfights, Dyrachyo has been kited really hard. We've talked about all the counters to Primal Beast. They're counters to Lifestealer for similar reason, right? Viper Strike, Cogs, Hookshot. If you have this shard, maybe you can stay on top of a target or at least reconnect on them later in the fight. It's a relatively small price to pay for the opportunity that it could offer you, right? But yeah, obviously you would rather get it from Roche, but that has not been happening for game in this game.
Yeah.
Hiragi.
Oh, hook shot. Taiga finds Celery again.
Still doesn't
Mara is in
force
the area to help finish the job. Short kill is Boom. It's going to be seen here from Misha, but pretty hard to catch that Storm Spirit without either. I mean, they have Ice Bath, Chrono, and Hookshot.
That is quite possibly the worst gauntlet challenge I've ever seen. You get Hookshot by Clockwork, isolated, and you don't have Force Staff, and then you challenge him to a duel as Crystal Maiden. I think you cannot use the gauntlet any worse. Very good from Celery. He knew that he was doomed. I mean,
Celery, he's a memer, so.
You're 31 minutes in and you don't have Force Step on Maiden. He's having such a hard game. He had the dieback earlier we talked about. He's just been dying every fight. 11 deaths here. And it's...
Oh, we got the zip in onto Amar. Dyrachyo. The BKB from Amar. He's going to try to walk away, and the rest of the team is here. The bash comes out of the swashbuckle, but now the global silence in retreat for Gaimin. But the Yule Scepter, Boom, out of mana, and brought down again. OG punishing everything that Gaimin is attempting here in this game number 2.
Amar's just so tanky. This is his standard Viper build. He tanks up. Dragonlance Scotty. 3k health, 25 armor. Lifestealer doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, Dyrachyo is gonna be jetpacked on, and the bash comes out from BZM, gets off the open wounds, but it's not gonna matter. He is caught out. And 2 big kills for OG. They can try to extend this lead now. Of course, Roche, we won't know when he'll spawn for the next 30 seconds, but they do have very good presence on the map, does OG.
Yeah. And Silencer's early efficiency is really starting to fall off now, right? Because this is what usually happens with the hero. Enemies ultimately get the gold to counteract your global. If you're not very farmed and have a refresher yourself, you can't really offer the same dangerous utility in the fights you could before.
Or you survive till you get tier 4 items, and then half of them will dispel global silence.
That doesn't help either.
Radiant's middle tower.
But Silencer has come back into the meta after a long drought, primarily because one of his biggest weaknesses in the past was his laning stage just wasn't as good as it used to be, and he got buffs in that direction that a lot of the times makes it worth it, even if because global is an incredible ability for a decent portion of the game, and the downside isn't as significant as it used to be with the laning stage. But now we're reaching that traditional state of Silencer that happens pretty often in this kind of game, where you feel like you're one button more or less, and you need to use it perfectly.
And BZM has the
hard spell to use
right now. He's got Ags, he's got Shard. He has the 2.5 second shield crush talent at 15. He is doing a lot. He even has the Brigand's Blade, tier 2 item that he's going to still hold on to because it's that good on this hero. He's going to do a lot of damage in these fights. As long as he's able to get off the Rolling Thunder, he is going to be very fearsome. Smoke from both sides. Boom. Is being he's infested on right now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, we should say one downside to infest bombing, because that used to be the way to play this Storm Nakes combo from back in the day. You're not getting the HP benefit, really. Like, it's not a save. We've seen that from the group stage, how powerful that can be.
That's true. If you're always engaging with infest, it never does anything else than that, right?
Yeah.
I will say though, the way these fights have played out most of the time, I don't know how much of a save it would have really been.
Probably
I think
not.
most of the time that OG isolate them, they're kind of just in trouble regardless of an extra 500 or 1,000 health, however much it is, depending on level. Right?
Okay. They are going for the old Roche. It's already at half HP. And I don't think OG's going to get here in time, so this is going to be a nice sneak.
That is really, really important actually for gaming.
Dyrachyo regretting buying his shard now. Although Boom will take it, that's a very good one as well.
They put the Aegis on Lifestealer, not on the Storm. Generally considered one of the single best Aegis carriers in the game because of that full mana pool you get back, but...
That is interesting.
I don't know what the logic is here, because a lot of the time when you put Aegis on Lifestealer in this like Lifestealer Storm combination, it's because Lifestealer's going to go and hit high ground, right? That does not seem possible in this game right now.
Yes.
I think you have to find team fights, and that's where I like it more on Storm probably, so he can play more YOLO, just jump in, expend his mana pool, get a second life, and try again. As it stands, OG's heroes are just getting so damn tanky. Viper with the 3k health as we've covered. You've got Greaves on clock. Tango's got
Iragi, he gets initiated on.
Okay,
he
that's
gets
a
up from 100 to 0 instantly.
Like I said, they don't have the damage, Shannon. It's
Radiant's middle tower.
Well,
case in point right there.
If they're able to use, yeah, the shard does a lot of damage from Boom, of course, but and like I said, the open wounds, it does percentage-based damage, no matter how tanky you are. Of course, they do have ways to dispel it, but if you're going to be stun locked, then it eats through you very quickly.
I think Uragi was really surprised to die there. His 3k health and a Titan Sliver just died in a vortex. Crazy. Obviously, Boom with the level 20 talent has that longer vortex, so helps out. Is eyeing up a BKB now, has the axe. Yeah, don't count Gaming Gladiators out, even though it looks hard, because that Roche could have potentially changed everything. I think a little bit of a blunder there from OG. It's easy to say from our perspective that that is one they need to defend, but just didn't have the read at the right time that it was happening, and now Gaming Gladiators
Are fortified.
foot on the pedal, just straight down to bottom tier 2. I don't think OG are interested whatsoever in trying to defend this one.
I will say, even though, I mean, we're seeing them actually hit buildings with his Aegis, right? So that, like you said, having that in Lifestealer does help. And that's something that they did not take advantage of last time, is when they got the Roche, they're not able to do anything with it. As the Macropire used, slow down Ace, but he's going to be fine.
And he was eyeing up the Shivas, but he changed it now to Refresher.
He gets hook shot, and then toss back in with a zip in. Oh, the instant bash onto Boom. He has to use his Yules just to keep himself alive. We'll have to zip away now, as even the Infest is used to actually disengage. Looks like Tofu's going to be the sacrifice, but that was an instant bash from the Swatch after the zip in from the Storm Spirit. It's a little bit unfortunate for Gaimin, but they don't lose too much.
I believe the math on getting bash when you... Oh, hang on.
Wow. Gonna go back in, and you can see blow up Amar right off the bat. And the buyback from the Silencer just to get the global silence off. And now the Pulverize coming through as well. Double kill for Dyrachyo, as Uragi wants to try to fight, at least trying to get the Crystal Maiden. He'll do so. He'll time walk back out. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of now onto the Lifestealer, but he's got that Ghoul Frenzy, Cinderin, which is all he really needs. He gets hookshot though, so Taiga gives himself enough space to walk away. This Diffusal Blade's being very annoying on the side of OG against Gaimin, but Gaimin coming out on top of another fight here.
There is still Chrono. That was never expended in that fight. Global Silence on cooldown here from Tofu can't protect against Void going for that if he wants to, but yeah, pretty good again from Gaming Gladiator. Sure, you use your Silencer buyback, but I don't think that was too terrible. Aegis, however, only 1 minute left, so I think they would love to find one more fight as long as this is online. Global up in 30 would align very nicely with the play, and you are seeing them all go back to base to get resources, and I would imagine a smoke could be on the menu next. If they have any left, they don't, I think. None of them are on their supports, so maybe that's just not a possible play. Ace is showing himself.
Yeah, he was looking for something. He's gonna get caught again. He's gonna be burst again. He does have buyback if he wants to expend it, but it looks like OG will likely just attempt to get back to base. Gaimin.
The fuck?
Again,
boy,
the Aegis has made such a big difference in these fights that they feel very confident to go in.
That kind of felt like a bait from Uragi, but again, it's just, he doesn't survive. They don't force stab him, they don't get the hook shot in time. I think that time the Swashbuckle did also bash, so I don't even think he was unlucky on the Pango. It's the wrong read on how tanky he is, really, and I don't really blame him that much. I'm also a little bit surprised with how easily they kill him, but considering they already did it bottom, by now he should know what the game state is, right? So this time around, I think less excusable than the first one. I mean, this game looked like it was getting really grim for them. I think, yeah, the win probability was 84% for the Dire.
Yeah,
now we're pretty much back to a 50-50. So anything, anyone's game again.
Oh,
Shot Duracio, no more.
harus mati.
He's gonna
Harus mati. Ya, mati. Harusnya mati.
Fast off in a creep, healing up a little
Nice.
bit, trying to get his HP back via right clicking, but it's not gonna happen. But the reinforcements have arrived as Boom able to get one. Taiga buys back into the game. Ace off the BKB, now focusing on Amar with that trample. Doing quite a bit of damage now. We'll have to just TP out, but he gets back. Whoa!
Wow.
Okay.
Oke banget, cok, nggak nge-pass anjing, nggak dapat.
The bash was on cooldown?
Yeah, I think he got a bash from shield crashing on the left.
Okay.
So I think his basher was on cooldown for that one.
Anjing ini game mah digendong
That was a
BCM,
shield
cok.
crash
Gendong
plus
BCM
a
sama
full
si
swashbuckle. If you don't bash, I don't know, it's like 25% maybe to not get a bash when you use both of those together. We're going to see it perhaps in the replay here, so keep an eye on that in the end off to the left. Nice global here, by the way, was almost enough to save the
menit tanpa ground.
lifestealer.
Didn't mention the Greaves, by the way, on clock to be able to dispel that. Very nice.
Exactly, but the global just made him take a little bit of time to make that play, and that was enough to not get the full Cogs combo off. But we're going to see here, I think this is where he already crashed off to the left, right? He was on cooldown down there, so.
Yeah, he's happy, yeah. That was a close one.
Duracio not too happy with that death, though. It seems like both carries are a little bit too far forward. Like maybe each team needs a Lotus Orb or something like that to maybe protect a little bit from these jumps.
Oh, he's gonna get the shot on, and the item is still down there, but he pops the up.
Hati mati, hati
No more
mati.
bashes as a result, at least temporarily.
Mati lagi,
Rocio's
anjing.
come to play as well. There's a zip in from Boom.
Ya
Focusing in on
ampun.
Duracio. He's dead again. Third time they've done this. Taiga, he's in his jetpack and he's TPing home. They
Wah,
find it
sumpah nih yang lain
from
nge-kill, cok, pasti, cok, gara-gara si
So Misha drops to
Curahkan.
the deck, and Gaiman seem to have turned this game around completely. They've been winning every little engagement since that Aegis was taken.
Is it time, Shannon? Is this when you buy A on this convoy?
Oh man, I mean, do you think
don't.
status resist would help here, or is that not enough?
I mean,
It obviously feels bad to have to go for it, but
he even swapped out his status assist, right? He gave away the Titan Sliver to get a ninja gear, so I think in this, it's actually kind of ironic. I think in this moment he
Flashback
might have
aja,
actually
cok, kalau
survived
kayak
the
gini
Titan
mah.
Sliver if he had it. I think that would have. Out of the 3 times they killed him this way, this one it might have worked, and that was the time he didn't have it. I don't know. Like, I'm joking about the disc, of course, but they need to find some sort of way of protecting their void. OG have really dropped the ball a little bit here in the last few minutes.
yeah, Boom has Sheepstick now.
That's huge. So yeah, now I don't know. I do think you have to play tighter around the void, and keep in mind OG have 1 4-step and it's on the Viper. He has the pipe.
Boom actually initiates onto BZM, but there's the Eon Disc proccing for him. Duracio trying to re-engage,
Wow.
but he's going to get the infest off onto Boom. He's getting bashed into oblivion, into the Rolling Thunder. They take out the Storm Spirit. Beautiful coordination from OG as Ace. Kind of left all alone right now, but he's a big juicy boy, so might not want to touch him here, Cinderin. BZM gets off the bash. Ace has to use Refresher, and he gets bashed mid-TP. Oh, but gets off the onslaught and into the Yules. I would assume this is going to be a kill eventually, but he gets out the Pulverize now. He's going to get this kill on the BZM, pops the shard, and Ace just getting kited with the time dilation on top.
Sumpah si Yuragi gak guna, anjing.
Beast is dead.
It's terrifying though. The fact that he almost turns that into a kill is kind of ridiculous. Again, the damage recap for the. How many fights does Ace have to do more damage than his teammates combined?
I'm sold on the Ags, by the way. It's really good.
I'm very impressed too, I have to say. It's doing more than I was expecting.
But the result of this fight means that third Roche with Aghanim Scepter on OG. Yuragi's going to take the Ags, so now he will bash via the Time Walk.
Yep.
Of course, that won't help him survive.
It will be a very reliable way for him of stopping the Primal Beast from doing his thing, though.
Wah, kalau masih mati tanpa ngeluarin chrono lagi mah udah.
Storm for 15
Good
seconds.
job.
You can see Ace does have buyback.
Oh.
Despite being dead for 50 right now. Hook shot. And Tofu, he is donezo.
No buyback
No,
on him.
yeah, 90 seconds of no silencer. That is big. Now they're focusing down onto Celery. He does have buyback himself, but Amar and company really want to go deep. The Chronos
Alah.
rather than Amar, and that is going to likely be the death of him.
Cuma personal anjing.
We'll see if he gets the tips or not, but either way, technically speaking, Gaiman does defend, and now the zip from Boom, finding the Jakiro. Double kill for him now. So they defend, and they got, no, the Aegis is still there, and it's still 4 minutes on the Aegis. And full buybacks here for OG as well, but that did require 2 buybacks on Gaiman. So it was costly, Cinder.
And held full chrono.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I mean, you can totally understand why he's going for that chrono. If it lands, we're going to have the replay here. So I really like this engage first off from Taiga. There's a 1 minute cooldown and Silencer's buyback. I think OG have track of this here, so they know it's an impact kill. Find the maiden here. And if this chrono connects on the storm there, they kill them both. We're talking 0.3 seconds, so it's like easy to be like, well, what are you doing, Iragi?
Oh, we got a double buyback from OG as they've lost their mid-set of racks. That means Gaiman resetting. You can see
Gak guna anjing versus point-nya cok dari tadi cok. Dia ada kayak 15 menitan loh. Gak nge-chrono.
You can see Gaiman, if they can get the nice little cheeky kill on the BZM, that'll be a dieback. Okay, okay, that's the Aghanim Scepter, Electric Vortex onto the both supports, and they're both dead just like that. And now, pulverized, but the Eon Disc procs is BZM trying to find some distance. Doraccio company trying to focus down Yuragi again.
Gak guna anjing Yuragi cok.
Do they have more stuns?
We'll see. Long back in, Frostbite is dispelled instantly.
Bisa jangan mati. Bisa nggak ada ini loh. Aduh. Dan cok ini kalau kalah gara-gara Yuragi anjing.
OG dodging a bullet. My goodness.
Such a great initiation from Gaming Gladiators, all set up by that offensive observer ward that they had in the base, seeing both supports, and they get a great jump with the AoE Vortex into follow-up Primal Beast Onslaught, but still in the
Ambil
end,
asset capnya kayak anjing.
I don't know if the backtrack gods were helping out the Void there as well to delay this maybe a little bit further, but look at that beautiful engage there, easy double kill there. And now, keep in mind, Ace, I don't know if you mentioned this, he has the Pulverized talent. Did you mention that? The 25 talent? So the Primal Beast has 2 amazing choices to make at 25. You either double the duration of Pulverize,
Patut Yuragi beban anjing.
or you can pierce BKB.
Gonna use his shard, but they're gonna try to focus down on Mar. The open wounds is ripping.
Akhirnya ya.
Oh, he gets popped outside! Unbelievable! And we'll see if they're able to turn this around. It's Yuragi. Oh my god, he time walks everything off! But BZM is taking the brunt of the damage, uses the shield grasp, trying to get back to his base, but the onslaught finally finishes off the Pandolier. Doraccio barely alive as the Uproar doing a good amount of damage, but Ace will finally fall.
Wah, cok, bisa gitu anjing.
Tofu, able to TP out.
What the fuck?
Everything is so close.
Kan ada lah yang dari chrono ya, Pak.
1 millimeter getting bounced out of the chrono.
Jadi kan lagunya kan nge-roll tuh. Terus kan di chrono sama versus void-nya kan. Nah, kena storm. Waktu stormnya BKB-nya habis, ketabrak rolling keluar dari chrono anjing. Jadi selamat cok. Sudah waktunya bersinar ya.
It's gonna drop super low, backtracking some of the damage.
Yeah, just
Tunnels in and out.
Oh, Amar, he's
Wah,
dead. 115 seconds of no Viper.
Wah.
Wait, was he just out solo pushing mid?
Yes.
His teammates were too far away to help him. He does not have buyback.
That might be it.
And Pango's dead as... I mean, I guess the reason he feels somewhat comfortable doing that is Primal Beast is dead. You're not safe if your teammates aren't there.
They're playing it safe. They're not going to go for Throne despite being in the 4v5
Lihat
advantage.
anjing craftnya.
So we'll take the top
Yeah,
set of
emang
racks,
Yuraki.
and they can waddle their way back down to bottom to get megas. It's still so much time without these
Apa?
heroes, but here's the initiation. Global silence, but the instant
Tapi
BKB,
biasa.
but now the bash
Kan
applied to
ngewentang yuk.
Yuragi. Now trying to focus down Darachi, who's gonna have to time walk out, and instead they're gonna lose Taiga. Does have buyback though.
Untung
That's two
nggak di
sets.
straight front Cuk.
Dire's top barracks has
Out of the bottom lane they go. Still 30 seconds until their Primal Beast is back.
I actually think OG had to try for that. If they don't do it, they lose the lane for free and the play just happens bottom instead. Now they have a buyback play, potentially, with a 10-second cooldown on Chrono. This is defendable because Ace is dead and Pango is spawning. Game might actually need to be a little bit cautious here, but they don't know.
Udah itu langsung Chrono aja, Cok.
Coming their way right now. Nice rage reaction on the ice path though. Bash
Gets bashed inside though.
Bro,
is available. Not gonna try it.
Yeah, reverse time walk back out. And you can see Amar obviously dead for 30 seconds. He's the one holding cheese as well, so that's an important item potentially that's still sidelined. Now it's a 5v4 until Amar is back, but they were not able to secure megas. And OG still have everything at their disposal once Amar is back online. Man, what?
This is not at all how I imagined this game playing out 30 minutes ago. Like, no way would I have imagined that we were getting this. What a treat, though.
Kena agak nih
It feels
charge-nya
like
stop
every team
juga
fight
ya.
has some sort of detail that means everything.
Yeah, and it's always something very small, technically speaking, right?
Like one key backtrack,
Oh.
or one hero getting pushed a little, or one perfect force down.
Wah, Yuraki Zaza mati.
He's gonna get pulverized. Is this enough? It is. But he does have buyback.
Ayo, ini momen nih.
To keep Boom in place. Big rolling thunder from BZM as the Viper strike now to Darachi. He's gonna get Chrono. He's gonna be brought down. He also has buyback though, but that's the bigger kill on Ace, who does not.
And he used Refresher too before he died, which I guess actually doesn't matter because he doesn't have buybacks. Thank you, Shannon.
Great analysis as always from Cinderin. Now OG, I don't know who's in the driver's seat. I don't even know.
I feel like have they kept track of this buyback timing on Primal? Like, it's a minute away. Sometimes you don't have the exact timing, and it's like on a hunch, right? If you know for a fact it's not up, this is where you could push for barracks. And again, they do kill Yuragi, but this time in his own base with the buyback.
Pulverizes are absurd.
Imagine if Ace gets level 30.
Yeah,
So he
Iya,
has the other
Teng.
talent too, because that is just absolutely dirty. 100%
Konyol,
pulverized duration that pierces magic immunity makes it effectively a 6-second single target stun.
Yeah.
That does AoE damage.
Not too bad.
And it lines up perfectly with your BKB duration, right? You pop BKB blink in, 6-seconder into a 6-second pulverize. Couldn't be better.
Udah lah, itu kamu bikin Ion T saja lah, Cuk. Yuraki Cuk ngentot tuh, Cuk, daripada kau mati
Yeah,
terus
they
anjing.
can't. They will have their eyes on potentially Roche, which we know
Iya,
it's
ada kayak
gonna be a
20 menitan
while.
doh, Pak.
Potential spawn time is already up, so it could spawn at any second.
20
and neither
menit
team is
impactless,
scouting it right
anjing.
now. Obviously, OG will buy a Raucous there as soon as
Chrono nggak
Tiger's up.
kena,
Don't know yet.
Chrono satu orang.
And I do think the crucial thing there is, sure, OG defend their base, and
20
it is
menit
a
cuman
pretty
baru
good
keluar
team fight
Chrono
win,
2.
but I think Void's buyback is worth more than 5k net worth. Like, I think if Gaming Gladiators lead was 10k before that fight and it dropped to 5, I still think I would consider that a win for the time being, because they have a clear way to victory now.
Yes.
Killing Void ends the game.
I mean, look at the buyback situation right now.
Yeah.
All
That
5
is-
of OG have none.
Yep,
All
exactly.
5 for Gaiman have theirs.
You just need any sort of good core kill, especially faceless, and I feel like you've got this one locked down. You also have a 9-second BKB on Boom. He finally buys it and has buyback.
A
so
very late game BKB.
he got it minute 53. Okay, Taiga.
Is that going to be the kill on the support? But there's a global silence. Boom comes in with a beautiful
langsung,
takes
Cuk.
on to 2. The support is already dead, and Amar extremely low.
langsung
on top. But he pops the cheese.
Sakit
Now
banget,
taking the
Cuk.
right clicks from
Nah.
Chio, but there's the Chronosphere with the macro pyre on.
Akhirnya.
Aduh,
Aduh, nggak mati-mati,
It's
Cuk.
gonna be close. He gets silence, so cannot rage.
Nice.
He's up rules, but he dies and
Pakai
buys
gila,
back.
Cuk.
3 dead for OG. No buybacks available, and that might do it.
Kenapa
Gaiman
nggak cari tadi
will have a
ya?
free path to this next Roche.
They're gonna
And a
get
free
Misha
path
too.
potentially for the game.
Misha doesn't have buyback either.
Indeed.
4 dead on the sidelines.
Misha is done.
If they've kept track of the buybacks, they don't do this. So Gaming Gladiators don't actually know the game state here. This is 100% over if they just push.
It's always very...
Absolutely no way Void could defend this.
Mereka
Maybe they're just
rotation.
going for stats. They need Roche kills Cinderin to get their quest completed.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a bonus that Gaming Gladiators, the org, will give them. The more Roche kills.
Tiga, cok. Kenapa yang ku tonton gamenya jadi begini semua sih anjing?
Hiragi, he's gonna get punished. The sheep stick is there. Please use Infest on top of him. For the love of God, no, we won't. But it's a full team wipe, and GG is called as GG. Gaming Gladiators extended to game number 3. What game? I was not expecting them to come.
No.
Was it the second Roche? Or was it the
one they snuck?
The one they snuck.
Yeah, they were
basically won it again.
Gimana Sep waktu mereka memerlukan Sep?
What an insane comeback this was, honestly. Like, that's gonna be such a huge morale boost too. You know that you were losing.
Wah, coti cuy Yuraki.
You clawed your way back into it. You made the right moves. I think. Obviously, Boom on the Storm really pushed the hero to its limits. It wasn't always perfect, but most of the time really found the right opportunities. Together with Durag. Man, Ace, talk about a carry performance on Primal Beast. He had 2 or 3 team fights where 2 of his cores are dead.
Yeah.
And he finds trades, keeps himself in the game. The ultra kill he got top propels him to get that refresher that has such a huge impact later in the game. Everything just came together. I'm super impressed.
Carry-nya lo jago di Razio. Umur 18 ya kalau bercukup.
Wow. That has just great play from game and great comeback for them.
Dulu waktu waktu major kemarin waktu di Vietnam tuh nontonnya ini di Razio. Dulu belajar Monkey King-nya.
On the main stage of the International 11. We're going to distance. We're going to that third game. And my oh my, in what fashion are they able to do that? Of course, joined by Jenkins, Lacoste, and Effie. Jenkins, this game, it started out with everybody thinking, like, you know what? 2-0. It's another 2-0 on the main stage.
Yeah, it did look that way. The Viper lane, Amar did very well versus Lifestealer. We were talking about it backstage, the fact that with the nerfs to rage, it feels...
Yang ku tonton nge-jinx, sampah semua tuh. Jadi rasa kasihan.
Ichi kalah be, Biscos cuk.
Iya. Biscos GG tapi cuk. Aster ya kuat Monet. Monet be Ori. Ori ku ini siapa sih dulu belum Ori?
Ya aku tahu lu sih lali cuk ganti.
Berapa lagi? Dulu namanya bukan Ori cuk kalau nggak salah. Ori Dota Tunic. Masa Ori sih? Bukan Ori kok. Zheng Jiaoyang. Ya Ori namanya. Masa aku bukan Ori deh dulu. Ganti nama Ori. Match-nya dong.
Iki ono jono Boboka sih main.
Ada Boboka XXS. Terus Offlane ini siapa sih? Oh, Offlane XXS. Ini Boboka. Postingannya nggak tahu.
Boboka bukannya support.
Ya support 4. XXS sing.
Kayak Crystal Maiden cuk.
CM4 cuk.
Bisa aku inget teh Boboka main iku sih.
Monyet.
Monyet yo, Monkey King.
Yeah, I think he was on his own.
We wanted to see
Aku cuk iso gak ketahuan cuk monyet cuk ngentot.
And yeah, this is one of his best, if not the best hero. He's shown it time and time during the all 3 DPC tours, and also like the execution.
Ini nunggu match yo lama ya.
Panel.
Akhirnya PSG gak main deh.
Enggak.
Oke, kami Gladiator. Liquid Entity, Thunder Predator, Secret, Tundra Aster. Tandi, ya besok baru Biskus PSG jam 9 pagi, cuk.
Tak nonton deh aku. Gak bangun, cuk.
Apa eksploitaan ini install lagi?
Sama. Biasanya nunggu piro suwe sih, piro menit sih iki per match?
10, 15 menit.
Oh. 20 lah.
You can break a talent, which sounds ridiculous, but it does work. And also BZM's passive ability. So you know that there's not going to be a disarm, which Lifestealer does not like to play into.
It's going to be very interesting to see how this matchup develops as we go to a third game. We're going to read up on what we're supposed to do when it goes to a third game, because we haven't had that yet. And while we do that, we're heading over to Slice and Casey to hear what they have to say.
Hello, yes, we are in the arena. It has finally happened. Thanks.
Really happen, but thank you.
You got global silence.
You got global silence real hard there. That's what the silencer does to you. I mean, there was also Mask of Madness, I believe, sitting next to him.
Ace Nightstalker too, and I
they
think he might have
activated it. That's also activating a silence, so then everything just falls apart. So here we are. But we did actually, quickly check what we're supposed to do when it goes to game 3. This is very tense moments for these teams. They got such a small amount of time to think about this, to adjust. And of course, while the game's going on, the coach already has a big job. And okay, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? What's important? I think the most important thing is very simple. Try to reset, Effie. Try to get back to not feeling like you just lost.
Sing iki dah.
Katanya itu set dari Treasure deh.
Tapi gak semerah iki, Cuk. Aku dulu waktu lawan Boom gak salah. Replay iki gue di YouTube merah terus, Cuk. Agak toro rate sopo gak?
Nggak teli, Cuk. Marketable after the international 12 ngentot gaben, Cuk. Tepan dong anjing.
Iya, iku saya dhisik gara-gara di-exploit sih.
Belum mong suge cok gaben cok.
Makanya arkanane sampai eksklusif kayak gitu loh, Cok.
Himself about what they should do in this final game.
I think they should pick Trail and build Mask of Madness.
Wow, very creative. Thank you so much. Casey, do you have anybody? What do you got over there? How's the crowd feeling over there for you, Casey?
Well, right now they look a little sleepy. So
Arkanai Razor ini kapan ya keluar ya?
Apa?
Arkanai Razor.
So it's kind of convenient, don't you think?
Emang yang menang Razor?
GG sounds so similar when you
Karo, nah iki kan nika. Ono apa di Battle Pass loh. Versus Void Arcana be Razor coming soon.
Oh iya. Void kan akhirnya udah keluar.
Oh iya. Sing Razor loh kapan betul deh. Be Crystal Maiden ya sing. Oh iya persona.
PA.
Dari awak Crystal Maiden sing paling kiri. Crystal Maiden kamu bisa persona ya.
What? Oh iya. Yo PA keren cuk.
Witness what awaits you.
Itu wedok lanang.
Dark prophecy rises, and none of you will hide from my wrath.
Iso. Ya jadi tim hero ta.
Tekanan sih. Tungguin sih.
Witness what awaits you. Dark prophecy rises, and none of you will hide from my wrath.
Kayak gini kudu AM, Cuk.
Ada MS ono.
Hah? Emang? Oh iya. Persona. Oh iya sih. Oh iya sih persona AM sudah.
Modelnya tak kira nih ke Ricky loh, apa? Sing AM apa?
Much better than walking lightly. Here, try to get away. Die.
Nabrak, Cuk.
Go quietly.
Harusnya PA Arcane di reward, Cuk.
Taking this position. All in good time.
Ada baik KTPA reward.
It always finds a target. A decision right now. Closer.
Ada kuno.
Of course.
Kebiasaan gitu. Tahu kapan jar Arcane Lina itu?
Who needs my blood? Tread carefully here. Death stalks this place.
Ini ya kan, apa ya?
Peter Fury ya pancet, PKP ya pancet.
No magics can stop me. It never bodes well. We finish this. Can't deal with this.
Gak ada efek lagi apa ya?
From the shadows. Never finished. Can you quit? I'm here. My blade is always
Gak
ready.
situ aja. Wih, kok gini, Cuk? Nyantol.
Boy, kita coba ini apa? Syarat ya.
Witness what awaits you.
Iki apa iki mortal? Wow. 1 juta anjing.
Apa nih?
Iki armor. Ini loh. Dari 1 juta, Cuk. Jadi 37.000 anjing. Kelas Acer.
Turut.
Cete Loda dulu bagus loh padahal.
Iya, paling bagus sih.
Dulu tapi awal-awal. Ditambah Arcana. Cuman Arcana HP aku hilang. Ibet.
punya Envy loh bagus ben. Ndak sih kayak.
Retra Envy.
Iya.
PAE.
Iya. Kan ada set to kalau. Sing rambutnya
Sing ini ya.
Mana apa?
Sing ada mas-masnya gua.
Namanya benar.
Odyssey Love Field.
Beautiful Area. Sebelahnya punya Star Rider. Sebelah kiri ini Star Rider. Kiri coba. Nah, itu paling kiri. Nah.
Iki toh.
Ke kanan. Set Ben. Set biasa punya Eternal Envy gitu. Anemu. Ikut dong, apa? Akan kasih di Discord ya. Sebelahnya punya Star Rider.
Oh, Beautiful Area. Dia rambutnya. Wow.
Sing lainnya ya rambut itu.
Where falls my shadow, fells my blade.
Satu. Nggak mulai-mulai, Cok. Mulai.
Oh, yes.
Diamond Gladiators turn to pick.
Cover speak anjing.
Ten seconds remaining.
Oh, Jini lo menangan kalau misalnya pas 5-nya bukan Misa anjing. Dapat Toju, Cok. Malah lebih milih daripada si Mita.
Diamond Gladiators turned
Shadow Fiend.
OGs turn to ban.
Ada yang SF, Cok.
Diamond Gladiators turn to ban. OGs turn to Gladiators turn to ban.
Wow, sniper aja di ban.
Padahal nggak ada yang main sniper loh mereka di OP. Counter SF loh soalnya. Counter SF dia tombstone.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Jangan aja ikutnya skill 2 dia sniper.
OGs turn to ban.
Versus Void-nya di ban, Cok. Udah kasih aja anjing itu versus Void gak apa-apa, Cok.
Beti. Nah, kasirannya kayak apa jadi?
Support paling kata.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bisa jadi core sih harusnya.
Bawa apa ya? Iku kayak iPad sih, nah kasiran core.
Bagus carry ini. Carry masih strong. Kalau offlane main wait-back-an gitu.
OGs turn to pick.
Mangan-mangan soalnya udah. Tapi iya ini nak kasiran carry, Cok. Ditumbalin anjing Yuragi, Cok. Kamu dibikin terakhir beban dan kamu first pick kayak kasih Amar last pick.
5 seconds remaining. Gaiman Gladiators turn.
Invoker.
Wah. Dari BCM lepas, Cuk. Coba aku Cuk lagi main Invoker, Cuk.
Gak punya Invoker lawan SF Divin.
10 seconds remaining.
Punya sih. Punya ya, Cuk.
5 seconds remaining.
Boy, tapi pro player bisa nih so catch up, Cuk.
Gaiman Gladiators turn.
Beastmaster.
What?
Ten seconds remaining.
Ubik.
OG's turn to pick.
Disruptor.
Wait, what? Andai kan?
Ada yang 4 tuh.
Kayaknya harusnya andai. Andai 4 gak enak Cuk lawan Naga sama ini. Jakiro. Isuk mangan sambil ngerti enak, yoi. Oh, disruptor. Oh, ngerti aku. Dia ngandalin Vision Hawk, terus kan biasanya kan ini chip TP toh, di glimpse yang mau balik-balik itu.
Buat kayak itu tuh.
Archie udah ke ban.
Gaiman Gladiators turn to
Sand King offlane. Ancok. Sand King dilawanin SF anjing. SF ini lagi, SF Undying Cok, apa gak nangis tuh amat?
10 seconds
Wangel lu.
5 seconds remaining.
Wah sekarang SF tuh brengsek anjing kalau lawan melee. Kalau melee lawan SF, isinya nge-slow Cok.
OG's turn to ban. Gaiman Gladiators turn to ban.
Berarti naganya emang dibikin super taruh. Jadi nggak bisa predik anjing. Kayak apa ya? Demi 2 bungkus plus seluruh plus nasi udah habis soda. Obis anjing. Karbo.
Ranger itu gak bisa lawan SF.
Bisa, cuman kesusahan lawan Beast dan Disruptor.
OG's turn to ban.
Ada satu hero yang masih bagus PL. Not gonna lie. Cuman agak susah landingnya lawan Beastmaster.
10 seconds remaining.
Beastmaster Undying. Kalau di APR Beastmaster Undying, kalau yang lain Beastmaster
5 seconds remaining.
Shit.
Diamond Gladiators turn to pick.
Harusnya SF carry sih. Harusnya ya.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Stone Spirit gitu.
Mereka butuh crowd control buat di game gladiator. Oke, sama spirit yang maju duluan yang Western itu bagus. Bisa di apa mikirnya sih Storm Spirit? Pak? Rina Spirit Pak sih.
Nunggu last pick nagang aja.
OG's turn to pick.
Admiral Konka.
Iya lumayan sih.
Tapi sekali landingnya kalau invoker buncur juga itu.
Ten seconds remaining.
Kun kasa iki kap.
5 seconds remaining.
Listen,
Aja aku suara nang
tadi inter kan.
kayak air mancur. Oh, kecilin. Yo, iki sih mereka diku gitu.
Ya betul mas. Aku jelek banget cok. Paling pos 5 feeling. Sand King SK harus dia. Wait, kalau bisa sih Enigma cok.
Mira, choose your hero.
Yakin. Kawannya SF ada yang dulu.
Dapat bisa raptornya kau api udah.
Kate sangar tuh. Bunda itu disini kayak anal.
Iya makanya. Bisa laser gitu murah cok.
10 seconds remaining.
Dasi Mira naik yuk mahal.
Iya.
5 seconds remaining.
Larang-larang kabeh gitu cok. Anda yang ngetok ising copeng.
Iya. Padahal ono iku cok. Ya semua kayak ono tombstone ya. Tombstone sing emas kan.
Takiru udah keren, Naga udah keren, Invoker udah oke. Dan semuanya oke cuman Anda aja.
Anda yang Beastmaster ya.
Beastmasternya minim aksi sih ada.
Murah itu bayar.
Oh,
Beastmaster kan sih bagus ya.
Tapi si api kan dulu.
Dia no shoulder race sing apa? Sing rore iso biru loh.
Oh. Pakai kolaps kemarin.
Kalau sing merah ta. Shoulder.
Sometimes don't even answer the question that was asked. I don't know if that's a common thing these days, but it seems to be the case at this TI at the very least. But very bold, under 30 minutes, Cinderella. Do you believe?
I mean, that's about half my interactions with Slacks, though. He asks me a question, and I don't really answer it because the question was bad. But that was actually, I'm proud of him. I think he's improved a lot. 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I like the confidence, obviously. I think if they'd interviewed Chu, he would have been like, Yeah, we'll probably find a way to win, I suppose. But Immortal Faith is a little bit more animated, a little more, you know, he makes more maybe radical predictions. I would be very impressed if Gaming Gladiators win this game in 30 minutes, but the thing I really like about hearing it is that I think that is what they should be setting out to do with this strategy. Because I kind of agree with him when he says that they're going to outpace OG. I think there's portions of this game that should be happening. And then it's about whether OG can weather the storm and buy themselves enough time. Also worth noting, Amar playing... In this tournament, he's been playing Sand King a couple of times. This is not a traditional Amar hero in the sense that it's not a lane dominator. It's not a hero that scales particularly well with farm compared to a lot of other picks he has.
Amar kemarin
So
kasihan ke main Sand King.
this time around, if things do
Harusnya
slow down a little bit, it's
bisa menang
not
fight.
as much in the bag for OG
Dia mau
later
epicenter,
either. Because I think
cancel familiar 2 kali, giliran udah gak ke stun, waktu dia jadi tinggal 1 detik, kena Aero Mirana.
It'll be really interesting to see. And
lu skala
obviously,
perangnya.
not obviously, but honestly, more important than the strategies, how do OG bounce back from that last game? Like, we can't overlook the fact that that was a game they feel like they should have won. Do they have that mental reset backstage?
They already have a level 1 battle here. Doraccio gets off a couple nice raises, but won't result in a kill. As in terms of the actual bounty distribution, I believe it's going to be split here.
Udah lawan Undying SF. Gila nge-pick SF, nge-pick Sand King.
Yeah, we're going to see the Invoker again come out from OG, which was obviously extremely successful in that game number 1. But
gak bisa main Soul Ring berarti ini.
and they have the Naga again, but this time it is
sepatu
in
coklat
the carry role. So, looking at their lineup, like what is their goal other than to win the game? Don't make that joke. Like what kind of a pace are they trying to set? Like they just want to stem the bleeding, which is the laning stage for them, or?
I mean, there's plenty of combination plays for OG, right? You have Sand King Mirana, as was pointed out. You have the Sunstrike. If they can make a couple of successful early skirmishes like they did in game number 1, I definitely think their mid game can be really strong. But I would say their lineup is more dependent on being able to do that. Like, let's say nothing happens for 10 or 15 minutes. I think Gaming Gladiators have this really, really strong potential push with Tombstone, with Beastmaster, with the Shadow Fiend, and Kunkka hitting this like really strong mid-game peak. And it's their bread and butter as a team, right? This is what they were so good at earlier in the year, so you would imagine that they have the confidence to pull it off, playing this faster pace.
Yep, and once Ace gets a couple items on the Overlord, I would assume. That's kind of feels like a bit of a death ball, where they try to get these towers relatively early, but we'll see what the pace ends up being for them. Mid lane is Boom on the Kunkka this time around versus, as we talked about, BZM's Invoker. What do you think of the Kunkka pick this game? Because that's... a lot of these heroes have been kind of recycled throughout the series to some degree, other than Sand King, I guess, Mirana, and this Kunkka.
Yeah, it's a hero that generally does very well against Invoker, but I think Quasic Sword has a much stronger laning phase against it than Quaswex does, so I would imagine this lane probably pretty much breaks even. That was one of the parts why they picked it. I think the other one was to cover their bases in case Naga goes carry, right? We had the same situations in game number 1 where OG have the ultimate last pick, so you want to make sure you don't expose yourself to having Shadow Fiend have to deal with Naga on his own in case it goes late, right? So it felt like a little bit of a very nice solution to finding a hero. They were probably like, okay, what hero can we choose that lanes well against Invoker and can help us against the potential carry Naga? And I think they made a good choice.
Main 2 bracer face, Pucuk gak main portal lah ini malah.
It's nice to look at. There's a clear story to how the heroes want to combine and get something done. So.
As the axes come out from Ace in the bottom lane, harassment continues. Again, this is game number 3, elimination match here. Winner will play the winner of the next series to come. How many OG fans we have in the house today? Okay, not bad. What about Gaming Gladiators?
Follow.
Oh, wow. Okay, actually more Gaming Gladiators based on my old ears, Cinderin. But good to see. Nice distribution either way.
Or maybe they're just louder.
Yeah, very true. The vocal minority, as some would say.
Yeah. But I'm sure they made some fans in that last game. That was a nice comeback.
I mean, you talked about the momentum potentially coming out from something like that. I mean,
dilempar
OG
Axe
feels like
juga anjing.
they don't get affected by it as much as other teams that are young, right? But I think that storyline kind of them being affected by stuff like this kind of ended after the last major is Celery, taking some heavy damage. There's the leap from Taiga. Another one, right click to come.
Wait, what?
And he'll end up coming out from something like that. I mean, OG, it feels like they don't get affected by it as much as other teams that are, I mean, they're pretty young,
kena caustic
right?
final.
That story kind of them being affected by stuff like this is going to end after last major. Celery.
And how
Leader kill coming out from
SFL
OG
mati.
in the top
Wow,
lane.
okay. I take back my word.
Did you not expect him to be there?
Is under attack.
Hey, honestly, the worst part about look at how many denies Amar can get here, or CS that Shadowfiend loses. He lost a full wave. I mean, sure, Celery gets some experience here, but that is just not a good start. And you know, Shadowfiend Undying lane, I would pick any day against Sand King Mirana to have a good start with just Undying being a dominant force in this lane with decays. He feels very safe, but Sunstrike is that X factor. You just can't deny that. That is the kind of thing that can swing this kind of lane, and OG are making use of it.
I mean, that's how Arrow is balanced, right? It's hard to hit, but if you have the setup stun,
yep,
it gets pretty scary. And Burrow's not too bad for that Ice Path as well.
If you want an arrow that you don't have to hit, you can play Gyro.
Okay, sure.
It's a lot weaker than a perfect arrow, though.
That's right. It's not as exciting, I would say.
Well, again, top.
Yeah,
Duracho. Oh, they didn't
coming out. Sunstrike not gonna
miscommunication
connect
there. Or I think Taiga didn't see the line for the arrow, so he didn't go for it. He went for the leap Starstorm because he felt like he was going to hit a creep. Duracho counting his lucky stars there. If there's an arrow connection, he's dead again. Glimpse.
Yep,
Ace
Ace
safe.
trying to get rid of these pesky illusions via the axes.
Yeah. And look at their inventories bottom as well. Ace with the triple mango Basilius and Tofu with the triple mango. So just really,
I mean, Ace loves these mangoes.
spamming. He does.
Even last game.
They're just spamming. Yuragi running low on that region. There's a couple of tangos left from Misha to pool. He has to be careful himself that he doesn't get too exposed here. He would almost die to this Thunder Strike. He has Stick and Fairy. You will have to use both, I think. The Fairy will be safe with the tango running.
Tofu successfully dealing tons of damage as the support disruptor.
Ini instannya harus dua
CS
tuh. Gak gitu
here.
nggak?
13 denies.
We got the ensnare. Sunstrike to come, and that's enough. BZM. That's going to help him in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's going to give Yuragi a bit of breathing room. He's getting crushed. He's 19-0 against Beastmaster's 34-13. So 13 denies on that Beast. Definitely has a big laning or level advantage until that Sunstrike kill comes in.
And mid lane before that point, I mean, basically even on the CS between BZM and Boom. And we'll see if BZM kind of changes the build at all, or if he's just going to go the exact same thing. I mean, obviously the Midas not too big of a surprise. And then after that, we'll see.
I think he'll do the same again, yeah.
This does not feel like a Midas Sand King game, though. I will make that prediction ahead of
Midas
time.
Sand King.
Pretty good call.
Yeah.
Could be one of the worst heroes maybe to get that. Especially, he actually farms relatively fast once you get the Sandstorms up, but...
Yeah.
I mean, this is...
don't you worry. Amar's going to max Sandstorm, okay? There's a limit. He's not maxing Burrow Strike.
Understand.
No way.
In terms of CS, or net worth overall, kind of averaging out right now, but like you said, Ace is kind of tipping the balance a bit in Game and Gladiator's favor between the two offlaners right now. And
with a very fast Helm of the Dawn, this bottom lane actually becomes a lot scarier for OG. I don't think they can really afford to send their Mirana down here to do cleanup duty. Like, if you swap Mirana and Jakiro, I think your top lane is very susceptible all of a sudden. Jakiro does not perform nearly as well as Mirana against Undying Shadowfiend, so that lane swap wouldn't really be too good, I think. And Snare bottom, there's a Sunstrike
coming, but it's going to be shared, it looks like, between Tofu and Ace. Still, these axes.
Mati to Yuragi.
Yuragi's getting very low. Has to pop the wand. The Ice Path used to dissuade GG from continuing on, but Taiga has TP'd in. Leap into the Starstorm. Not going to find a kill as Misha's taking the Thunder Strike damage from Tofu. So, despite the TP coming out from OG, Gaming Gladiators are the one that gets the kill.
I'm very curious what Tofu skills here.
Amar in the Sandstorm. They have the vision. Has to burrow to the high ground. Like he's fine.
What does Tofu skill? He's still holding his point. There's the glimpse.
Right. Ace gets credit for that one, and this bottom lane, absolute disaster for OG.
This is just such a high pressure lane. Axe spam, Thunder Strike spam, Glimpse now dealing damage.
Apa?
I think perhaps the mindset that people have when they see Disruptor picks this is a position 5 is a little bit outdated, because now that Glimpse deals damage, I think he offers a lot more in offensive dual lanes. Just really, it's not insignificant. If you're ahead in the lane and you force enemies away and you get that extra 150, 200 damage that you didn't use to. And also keep in mind, this hero with farm, I would argue Disruptor scales pretty well. He has an insane axe. He has really good talents. Like, don't count this out as a potential 4-pick later in the tournament.
Mars going to be seen here. There's the dust. He's X'd up as well. Torrent to follow, and the raise tries to time it, but can't. As Boom gets credit for that one. Nice arrow from Taiga taking out a creep, but still, this feels like Gaming Gladiator's pace at the very least. They're finding the more valuable kills overall. And we'll see, in terms of the mid lane, obviously we've seen the Kunkka kind of participate already. BZM with the Midas now in tow. Once he gets the boost of travels, I assume that's his go time to get a little bit more involved with the team. Wow, that was a lot of neutrals instantly. That sound was quite aggressive, actually.
Roggy is gonna find Ace here. Could ensnare Sunstrike this.
Yep, they're gonna attempt to.
Oh, nice block on the arrow.
Arrow not gonna connect, but they still have so much damage to work with, and Ace drops to BZM. It's the second time this game.
This is gonna come at the cost of Amar being in Struggle City up top. Like Shadow Fiend has firm control of this lane. He's completely alone on that Sand King, and even Boom was still fishing for an extra kill, but Amar with a good defensive ward had that vision and information. Get caught.
Arrow coming in, but the creep wave arrived. Let the ice path connect. Boom. Getting cold snapped into the meteor, but we see the static storm place to zone them out, and it's gonna be enough.
So I think
get Boom away.
Spell accuracy there was the highest percentage. The static storm hit.
I heard Celery say something towards the end.
I think Tofu said good shit, bro. Good shit, didn't he?
I thought that was Celery.
Oh.
Very positive team, though, I will say. I like listening on their comms. Game pretty even, though. Let's talk about the eventual Roche to come, Cinder. You know, I love these conversations. Yep. There's two aspects to it. One is killing Roche and how fast, and the other is team fighting in that area.
Yeah, the fastest kill will go to Gaming Gladiators, I think, unless Naga is very farmed. Even with Alacrity Invoker factored in, you have Shadow Fiend and Beastmaster, just two of the really good heroes that kill
banget 11 menit travel Midas anjing.
Obviously Flash Golem, Tombstone,
BCM, BCM.
But the team fight around it is more tricky to call, right? Both teams have so much to work with. There's the Naga song into destroying Tombstone, that's an option for OG. You have tons of combinations if enemy heroes stack up between Sand King and Invoker. But then you also have something we haven't really talked about in general, don't talk about that much with Kunkka. I think Ghost Ship is really important in this game. I think damage mitigation, whenever you're playing against a lineup that has this much like one-shot burst, the Ghost Ship can really make a difference. They're gonna find you, Roggy. No song skilled.
Ghost Ship is done. Gets hit. Dyrachyo even priming his ult, not even needing it though because the static storm is placed with the raises in addition. More than enough damage to take out Yuragi. See if they go for this tier 1 tower, but OG, they've come and there's a kill. Blink Dagger comes out as well from Amar.
Wah, Dyrachyo mati dong.
He's getting very low. Will drop inside the macro pyre. It's gonna be a trade for the Jakiro though. Is Taiga?
BCM mati. Wow.
Still inside that kinetic field as they end up taking out BZM on the sideline here, and 4 dead overall in favor of Gaming. They lose the Shadow Fiend, but still, numbers on their side.
A good play from Tofu. That is so crucial that he finds that there. Sand King with the Blink reveal, Blink Epicenter stun, instantly glimpse to the top lane. You're going to see it here. So gets this initiation. He sees him there. He gets the glimpse while the ult is channeling, so only the burst strike comes out, and sure, you get the Shadow Fiend for it, but that's everything thrown away. Gets sent to the top lane and doesn't have that second burrow strike that could have really cemented this fight potentially for OG. They get punished big time and lose the mid tower. That's huge. Garage was like, damn it, but good job, guys.
We've seen a few of those in this series for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Shadow Fiend is very susceptible to getting blown apart by this spell combo that OG has, and they do showcase it there. But the cast around him, it feels good when you're playing Shadow Fiend and you can die first and win a fight. Because a lot of the time this hero is sitting on so much of your team's net worth and he's somewhat frail, and you know, you get punished really hard. That time he wasn't even needed. He sponged up damage and his team big house.
Oh, we have the here coming out from OG, and they're gonna find themselves. Boom, gets off his ghost ship, but to no avail here.
BZM with a tip, missing the arrow on the Sand King stun.
Doesn't need it. But they do see this juicy stack, and be a little bit of a slow one, but we have the glimpse top lane, static link, and the roar expended. Looks like BZM is going to tick out here one way or the other. Amar able to TP top. We might find the trade on Tofu, but see Celery is in his flesh golem form with that soul rip available, and Duracio's come to play as well. You can see the tombstone dealing a huge amount of slow here.
Wow,
able to find another kill in favor of Gaimin.
Well done.
And the tier 1 tower.
Dodges the glimpse with Burrow Strike. One of the only ability spells in the game that can do that. If not the only, actually. It has to be a short list. If you time it, the way it works is that...
Storm Spirit.
Yeah, Ball Lightning. No? I don't think you can Ball Lightning either.
Really?
So Burrow Strike is really special because like you actually technically do get glimpsed back, but then it takes your endpoint of the Sand King stun. So you want to cast it so that you begin the animation as you're getting glimpsed back, but you finish the animation after you have returned to the glimpse, so that makes sense. It's a pretty narrow window, and I think that's from Amar.
They're going for the kill onto Boom again. The arrow Sunstrike combo as well. Tofu, he has to walk away. Boom will likely fall again in the same area.
They almost didn't have enough in the tank there, but just enough. Another 100 health on Kunga could have made a huge difference there. But
really, they're still guarding the enemy ancients, and finally they will attempt it.
Dire's bottom tower is
Mar,
under attack.
They have the vision here, obviously, as Gaming Gladiators. We'll see if they try to contest. I mean,
Gaming they don't really see that much here.
Yep, the axes come out. Got a couple of those, but a lot of these are going the way of Amar.
Oh, he steals the dragon. Taiga's gonna run it.
And the roar coming into effect as well. And Taiga inside that fireball.
I can tell you with 100% confidence, I would have done the exact same thing there and died. That was a black dragon with 100 health that Ace took over. He leaps to try to arrow and kill it. It gets soul ripped by Undying, who's randomly there in the fog. And no way out.
To a Roshan. Tombstone is down as Gaimin. They're feeling it right now.
This is where their lineup really comes online, and you gotta say, Immortal Faith, you have 14 minutes left, so you gotta start.
That's quite the
pushing
time. Our
here.
BZM would be a very big kill. Thunderstrike giving them some vision. Glimpse back into the static storm, attempting to TP out, but Boom is here, boat and all. They get the Aegis, they get a high value kill. Gaming Gladiators looking extremely good now in this game number 3.
Yeah, they also defend their mid tower still. Remember, this tower did get to have health quite a while ago, I believe, and just haven't been able to finish it off. And this is when things can get really scary for our lineup like the Radiant. Naga needs time. She is not ready yet. She has a Manta only. The enemy team has Helm of the Overlord, Tombstone, level 2 only for now, but Taiga, leave. That's not a good glimpse, but it's good enough.
It's Mitch now. It doesn't matter anymore.
That's true.
He just wants to get an assist. Wait, did you get an assist back in the day when it didn't do damage? I wonder.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's still
Dire's bottom
well, Amar has been in the enemy ancient area for seemingly the last 10 minutes, it feels like.
Yep.
Very comfortable here.
Under attack.
You're just gonna have to give up these towers. I think, realistically speaking, OG might just lose their entire tier 2 line here, because Shadow Fiend has 4 minutes on the Aegis. The team fight is extremely terrifying to take into Tombstone, Hawk Vision, Helm of the Overlord, Dragon. It's just too much, right? I don't think they can really solve it. The question
they're
is,
gonna force the fortification.
what do you do about this one?
Yeah.
Immortal Faith.
Immortal Faith.
He gave them maybe too much of a buffer. Maybe should have said 20 minutes.
That's right.
There's the X.
Tier 3 already at half HP. Torrent connects, but they're just doing the damage to the tower right now.
2/3 of it down.
Absolutely.
And did he didn't use Tombstone yet. They still have that for the next wave. They could honestly consider this. The stakes are really high,
I'm sure they're assuming that a bunch of TPs maybe came in the in the fog, but
yeah, but you
play it safe here.
There's honestly the possibility that you can choose not to care there. There's a pretty big difference between OG's lineup in this game and the previous in game 1 when they had the monkey.
We got the Moonlight Shadow coming out. Boat is coming though. Looks like Tiger's gonna be the recipient of that again, and 2 supports likely to fall right off the bat for OG. 5v3 advantage. Tofu, never mind. He's the support to fall for game, and now Uragi's gonna be found out. Now this will be a huge kill. Song ends up resetting for OG. This should open up Game and Gladiator's way to just push down the mid lane potentially, but Amar is thinking the same thing. Takes out the next wave.
Managed to cut that. This is pretty crucial for him, buying that time. I think if he doesn't do that, that tower's gone. So, good job there. Effectively delaying the game so BZM can close in on a BKB, and Uragi surviving there also very important. But you're seeing the pace that Game and Gladiators can put with this lineup. It's very, very quick. And are they actually going now? All right. That's good enough for them. No song.
Yeah, that's a big spell down for sure. 2 minutes on the Aegis still. Macropie is there. Arrow connects. Can they get the first life from Dyrachyo?
Radiant's middle tower.
He's gonna get soul ripped back to a respectable amount of HP. And looks like they might just be setting their sights on the tier 2 mid instead here.
Yeah. And in the meantime, BZM solos the bot tier 2 towers Invoker, opening up outpost possibilities.
Oh, that arrow. Could not go anywhere. Doesn't matter though. And remember, coming into this series, I believe the stat was in the last year or so, was it 17-4 in OG's favor?
Yeah.
Is that series or games?
Games.
That is absurd. And now we're on game number 3, brink of elimination for each team.
This would be the right time for Game and Gladiators to finally get a win again.
I mean, we talked about it before game 1. That's a lot of learning opportunities.
Yeah.
Every loss is a learning opportunity for sure. And with only a minute left on the Aegis, not sure if they can go for the last tier 2.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
How Game and want to play this.
Might want to burn it top. Like, I think you really
get that tier 3.
Yeah, I think you take the risk here. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, the initiation on the Ace. He's dead right off the bat. Doesn't have the buyback. I'm not sure if he wants to expend it though. X into the torrent. There's a big Requiem to follow, but doesn't really connect on much. Taiga does go down to the right click, but that's still a support for your off lane. Epicenter from Amar. Sunstrike to follow. Trying to take out the support.
Wow.
On the disruptor, they're gonna get the Undying Force.
Gak mati dong.
Static Storm not on a whole lot as Dyrachyo pops a BKB, trying to stand his ground. He gets a double kill for himself now, but the BKB has run out. The song connects along with the Ice Path. That's life number 1. Born to try to slow this down, but Dyrachyo looks to be completely surrounded, and he's going to be brought down by OG. Tofu somehow lives, despite basically being the one initiated on his boom. He's going to get tornadoed. Now blocked up by BZM. Doesn't look like they have much more catch to follow, though.
That is honestly the dream for OG, the way that played out. They kill Beastmaster first with at no cost. Like, that is Ace just being a bit out of position. They were fighting over more than they could chew, right? Shadowfiend was already looking to go and hit top, and in the meantime, Beastmaster was pushing the mid wave with his body instead of just the summons. And Amar just pounced on that opportunity immediately, and they get themselves a huge defend, because not only do they kill that Beastmaster and win the fight, they end up saving their top tier 3 by going aggressive in mid. I think if Game and Gladiators can connect top with all their heroes, they drop their tombstone, and the 1 minute Aegis is live on the Shadowfiend, the bare minimum is that they get the tier 3. And they could have maybe got a lane of racks with any sort of good team fight. Now the Aegis ended up going completely to waste. All that is from one moment.
Well, they did get a bunch of towers out of it.
Yeah.
Some damage to the tier 3.
It was more in
that moment.
In the context of what was happening there. But you're technically correct, so I can appreciate that. Good job. Yeah.
Shout out to Syndra.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to me.
But yeah, pretty even game, and we are a little bit less than 8 minutes away from the timer that Immortal Fate put on the team.
Yeah, clock's seriously ticking right now, but I think...
I mean, what's the real clock, do you think? Like, when do they... Is there actual timer like, okay, this is too late? They do have some scaling options.
I don't think so, as long as Kunkka goes the right items. I think Gaming can even win this game minute 60. But I do think it gets trickier and trickier, to be honest. So this second Aegis, I would say, if that goes the way of OG, I have them all the way. Goes the way of Game and Gladiators, they have another good moment of opportunity. Gonna find Celery here.
Yeah, Burrow and all the setup in the world for
Kombonya
the
corak banget
old
anjing.
Sunstrike.
I don't think it gets much hotter than that in the Dota universe. You got Macro Pirate and Sunstruck at the same time. That's
Conversation a little bit later is Duraccio, Requiem coming, not able to dodge with the mirror image, but it's like the Naga will get away anyway. Well, at half HP is the big black shadow, keeping cover. Nice Burrow strike onto 2 from Amar at the center to follow. Sunstrike as well, and Ace is dead again. And only Duraccio and Boom left. The ensnare keeps the Shadow Fiend in place, and it's looking like the death of him as well. The meatball surprise brings him to his knees. Double kill for BZM, and OG now back in the driver's seat.
really, really good spell casting, and killer instinct there from Amar. Finds both setups just perfectly done. Recognizes what he can do, and again, Ace on the Beastmaster gets nothing off. He has BKB. He's actually really farmed on the Beast. He's highest net worth in his team, as usual, almost. With Helm of the Overlord, BKB doesn't matter if you get Burrow struck and full-on burst comboed. So this right here, when this fails, you have to hard disengage. But they're sticking around. You see they're kind of like going back and forth. They're uncertain what to do, and that Burrow strike right there just seals the deal. Ace gets blown up, full-on spell comboed, and they even have that ensnare from the side to boot. Just beautiful Dota from OG, just finding the angles and the right picks when they're given the opportunity. And all of a sudden, now this looks pretty damn grim for Gaming Gladiators. This move, I dare say this move has to work. If this works and they get Roche, they can kind of stabilize. If it fails again, Naga's starting to reach critical mass soon.
Yeah, we can see the Roche timer is pretty damn late this time around, so... but yeah, I agree. The second Roche is a requirement for game, and it feels like. Both sides smoking, though. Boom showing himself in the enemy triangle. Cover of illusions. Amar and company try to initiate Taiga.
Wah, Ace dapat lagi dong.
Getting locked down. Sunstrike to follow again. Pops his BKB finally. There's the Primal Roar now on top of Amar. Still with the BKB, but let's see. Requiem from the sideline. Not quite enough to take out Amar here. But the axe out. He gets out of that as well. Amar, slippery man.
They still have vision on him for
They do. Finally, Klim's back. Double kill for Tofu of all heroes. That's true. Gem drops. Unfortunately for Gaiman, Roche not up anytime soon.
Dude, that... If I'm honest with you, the game could have almost... I'm not going to say the game could have ended there, but Amar did not find the stun of his dreams there. He actually had a 3-man lineup, but he only hit the first guy. I think didn't manage to click on the back hero in that stun and just ends up getting only one here.
Right here. Wow.
Look at that potential stun combo into Ice Path. They literally just wipe them out if that lands on 3 heroes, but instead, Ace gets to play for once in this team fight. Huge impact there with the Roar, obviously ultimately leading to the Sand King kill, and they've already killed the Mirana, so...
has fallen.
Could have been the stun of his dreams. It's still not terrible, right? Like, you still have decent control, you didn't lose Roche.
Yeah.
BZM, needs to keep in mind the enemy team has the gem.
Yeah, they seem more scared of him than vice versa.
Yeah. The gem is on Tofu, though, and he's not frontlining, so they didn't see BZM run up there.
I see.
Pretty bold, honestly, to do that in that situation as Invoker. I mean, yeah, you have BKB, but...
Duraccio is going to get X back. Able to defend this easily, though. It's a nice benefit.
Yeah. They're going to keep the Roche control. 20 seconds to go now.
Indeed. Roche number 2, so very important.
What do you give a shard to if you get it on Gaiman here? Shadow
Probably Beastmaster.
Do you think that's better than Nessa?
He has it already.
I think it's by the probably Shadow Fiend, right? So I don't think Tidal Wave is worth it.
No, probably not. They're just sitting in the pit, but you can see the smoke down from OG. They are ready for this potential fight here. And Roche has begun. Gonna pump the drums. They really want to get this quickly, but OG are here. Sunstrike's gonna give him some vision. There's the Burrow Strike at the center. Into the Ice Path and Macro Pyre. Massive applied. Finally, the BKBs come out. Duraccio with a massive Requiem for himself. He's just going for the Roche. BZM takes the Aegis. OG gets the Roche as well. And now they're going to try to turn this around out to Duraccio with no BKB anymore. Massive fight for OG. And the Ice Path clips Ace, who has to BKB TP. He'll be fine, but OG winning this fight and getting the Roshan. I didn't see if they got the shard, but I assume yes. It looks like BZM took it.
I think that was a tornado from BZM, by the way. It wasn't a Yule, right? They don't have a Yule.
Oh, yeah,
they just literally just clutched it out. Perfect spell casting there. And Amar... Oh, Amar has a Yule. It might have been his. Never mind. But crazy.
Now they're going high ground.
Sunstrike was so key there. They really needed that Sunstrike vision.
Look at that damage. Celery dying in his own base.
It's going really fast all of a sudden.
Yep, tier 3 is down, and now the focus onto the mid-racks.
Gaming Gladiators in a hurry. They have 1 minute 15 seconds left to win the game. Immortal Fate.
Immortal Fate!
You gotta rally the troops here, straight down mid. For your prediction to come true.
Now with a 9k lead for OG. This is looking good for them.
Like, honestly, that pit fight, if they don't have Sunstrike, I don't think OG win that fight. I think they they absolutely needed this vision. It gives Amar the certainty that he can epi burrow these two heroes before they BKB. I mean, this is so hard to decide in the moment. I think... I don't even know what you do. You have no idea when the pounce is coming. It's Gaming Gladiators, right? You just don't know when to pop BKBs. Man. Good stuff from OG there. Get themselves a 10k lead and an Aegis on Invoker. And at this point, with how their lineup works and what they're set out to do, looks like Gaming Gladiators need to do some pretty massive outplaying in the coming team fight to fight 2 lives Invoker with Blink Hex BKB.
Yep, it's going to be a tough one, no doubt about it. And we haven't even discussed Iragi too much this game, but he has a Scotty Manta Butterfly and working on Heart next. He is going to be tough to bring down for sure.
And I think the problem here is Boom is going Hex, right? And it's a lot of the time on Kunkka, this is a good item in this slot.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Many.
Very calm. I would have been screaming. Something like that. But we're going to see a smoke from both sides. They're going to collide.
Wow.
Portal strike onto 2. Undying deleted. Ace and Boom able to get off their BKBs, though. In match for the entirety of Gaming Gladiators, in fact. Now they might have to back off as Ace able to get the correct Naga Siren with the roar. This is all in a defensive measure. Gaming on the run. Duraccio trying to Satanic back up to a healthy amount. It's a good amount of damage, but Ace is dead, and now the Ice Path connects. And this is looking very, very bad for Gaming as they use the Shadow Fiend as well. And the song just to cancel any potential TPs. Tofu spills 3 for 1 OG.
Yeah, this is starting
Radiant's bottom
to look more and more like a formality of just going down the lane and getting a lane of barracks now for OG. They have 50 seconds on the Shadow Fiend. Without that hero, Gaming Gladiators can't fight. And what I was getting at is that you're going Hex on Kunkka, which a lot of the time is good here, but the problem is you don't have the damage against Naga. Good tornado
canceled it. That's very nice timing. EMP is going to connect. Triple Meteor thanks to the shard. BZM not going to pursue any further. But Iragi finds himself a Celery.
Yeah, he was trying to delay things bottom by cutting out this wave. BZM has the Aegis, so he doesn't really care if he gets killed here, to be honest. He wants the mana back, so he's just going to go and hit the tower.
Indeed. And they're pressuring the bottom tower as well with Iragi and all his illusions. Tier 3 top falls. Boom, still trying to defend. Tornado comes out. The BZM still, like you said, that Aegis still in tow here. It's going to jump in. It's off the cold snap and the ice wall, just buying some time, and finally the Aegis gets expended as Iragi is going to be taking out the bottom racks in the meantime. But Static Storm, Ghost Ship is coming, and the roar on top of it, and they do get BZM.
Wait.
A lot of damage being applied to all these buildings, but no racks quite yet. Song in retreat. And still the melee racks alive in the bottom lane with 200 HP.
How the hell did Tofu know the Static Storm there? There was 1 second cooldown on the BKB on Invoker at the end of that kill.
Oh, he probably just did it.
They just felt it, you know? They're like, in my mind, when Invoker plays like that, oh, he has BKB for the second life, you know?
Right.
But they actually took the chance that, on the off chance that he doesn't have it ready yet, we get the kill there, and they did. That was really surprising to me that they find that kill on BZM, and effectively defend all 3 lanes. They've lost all the towers though. Literally everything is just ripe for the taking. That was pretty crazy, and yeah, okay. I like this from Boom. He deviated from the hex. I think he realized they need more damage. Like the Naga illusions are too big of a problem. They have 4k health. He has to be able to deal some more AoE cleave. Going out for the Silver Edge, which is a good connection item. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing him going Rapier after that if we get to that point instead of Hex. I think you're in that territory now where you have to take huge risks in order to pull it off.
I mean, how good is Rapier these days on him? I mean, with all the changes that they've made in the last few years.
I think it's pretty solid when you have the Silver Edge.
Well, BZM
is going to pick up Hex very soon. Needs another few hundred golds.
Getting close to Lincoln's.
Did I say Hex?
It's fine. We're on the same page, Cinder.
Yep.
Your team is
You can speak gibberish.
Dan Asani. Stun langsung mati, Cuk.
Almost MKB on Duracho.
Radiant
Ragi. That was a joke. I'm just going to ignore. Oh, the leap out. No connection quite yet, but the glimpse finally comes in. Able to get the vision at the last moment as Taiga gets dropped. But OG not afraid. They want to continue on. Amar able to get the 1 with the Burrow Strike. Requiem kind of a zoning. Oh, they popped the BKBs to try to get away from the song. Kind of an awkward engagement overall. I don't know, but the Ice Pet connects onto 2. Tornado to follow. Both supports controlled right now as Misha trying to outrun this Triceratops and zombies as he gets destroyed by a hawk, it looked like. Triple Meteor now as BZM just playing with his food. Not able to land that ghost ship, so BZM finds the distance.
Now that would be an interesting team fight to have the True Sight audio on. Because like, go back. I don't know, I'm out, guys, I'm still here. Okay, I'm coming in from the side. OG did not seem like they were on the same page with what they were trying to accomplish with that song. It kind of, I mean, it's one of those moments where you might have a really good idea as one player, and then one thing you're counting on from someone else, they're a little bit too far away or whatever, and you end up like walking back and forward. Considering how that was looking, I think getting out with 2 support deaths is probably pretty decent for them. Because that could have got really scary if they had chosen to commit a little bit too much. So end up settling for that relatively minor loss, and I think it's time for both teams to start having a look at good old Stone Guy. Spawn timer obviously not known to the teams. We know
Bit
it.
of a late one again.
But it is the area to play on the map now. I actually think the biggest concern for Gaming Gladiators right now is how do they deal with BZM's Invoker now that he has Lincolns. I actually think it's really, really tough for them to solve this hero with the heroes that they have available right now. He's creating insane amounts of space, he's forcing them to use BKBs, and they can't really go on him first unless they get some sort of really clean way to break the Lincolns. Like you can X-Mark or Glimpse into Roar, but it's just very, very hard. He's so fast, you need to have vision. Not easy at all. And he keeps pushing in this bottom lane. He's constantly forcing rotation. That time it was Kunkka with the X mark. He can't do that again.
BKB now up for Yuragi. Of course, he's had the heart for a little bit now, and at this point, he is running out of room in his inventory. I guess the treads can go, potentially. I don't know about the old Aghanim Scepter this game, but we'll see. Moonlight Shadow. Sentries immediately placed. Boars have died thanks to the Aghanim Scepter via the arrow. Very tense here. This could be the final fight for Gaiman if it goes poorly for them now.
They decide to send in their Thunderhide.
Yep, Triceratops gets the ward successfully. Getting soul ripped now. The fight between Triceratops and Demon going the way of Demon with alacrity.
Yeah, but now they have a wolf.
Yeah, the wolf is very powerful. It's from another dimension.
As evolution has shown, the stronger pet. Okay.
Oh, nice sidestep by the wolf.
Yeah.
Gaining intelligence via evolution.
Do have the good vision here actually placed, which could moment of opportunity. They see a lot of heroes right now. Now they don't.
And okay. Back. This is all about when Roche is up, and obviously the vision for Gaiman with the Hawk potentially here playing a big role. And let's see if it's the Ags. It's Refresher Shard. All right.
Good on Invoker though.
It is very good. less exciting. Let's be real. Acting such a cool.
I don't know. I feel like an Invoker Shard is exciting.
Very good, like I said. Wolf is still alive, in case you're wondering.
Yep.
Hawks have been spawned. But surely there's going to be sentries in the area. Yeah, the dual breath. The idea that this is here.
Forge Spirit's really important there, actually, giving him some much needed information.
Amar, the Tombstone comes out, so that cancels the Blink Dagger, but here's the song just to kill Tombstone. See if they can turn this around on top. The Ice Path connects onto Celery. Theracho gets off the Requiem as well, but doesn't really connect on much. Ace gets the Blink up, but a nice double burrow from Amar. Inside this kinetic field are two members of OG. They find the first support, so 1-for-1 to start. Buybacks galore, though, as Theracho trying to right-click his way out of this.
FPS ku meledak, Cuk, sampai 19, Cuk.
The Death Requiem comes out. Ace and the rest of Gaiman on the run.
Ace counter habis.
Alright, blinks to the high ground. On the other side of the ice wall, and it looks like this is going to be the death of Boom at the very least. OG trying to clean up even more as Ace on the high ground, being slow to a crawl and being brought down again. And OG in prime position to move on here in the low 4 bracket of TI-11.
Yeah, if they were to just push now, they would get Megas. There's 2 cores without buyback on Gaiman, but they will get the Roche first. Keep it safe. They're not over-rotating for the Roche, though. They're doing it with 2 heroes and leaving a little bit of a cheese for fun here, letting it ferment for later, then it heals more.
That's right, that's how it works.
Tastes better, too, which is not unimportant.
Top racks
are gone.
Creeps will take care of it. And onto the mid lane, OG goes. Tofu trying to stem the bleeding, but I feel like they might just have to give up the Megas and try to fight outside of that. Just because they don't have these heroes up for quite a while. Plenty of time for OG to try to finish this right here, right now. The Burrow Strike onto the Disruptor. Does have buyback, though. Seller's going to be spotted in the trees. Tornado not going to connect. Along with the Sunstrike as well. Looks like he'll make it back into the fountain. And the song being used to control them. Ice Path. No, BKB from Theracho, but if you have to use that next to your fountain, that's probably good news for OG. Glimpse back onto Taiga, but the Mega Creeps have come. The zoning is successful. Trying to focus down. A beautiful Burrow Strike from Amar. Ice Path to follow the Theracho with the Requiem. From a good distance here, really just working on the illusions. That's what's taking so long. Again, OG 4 minutes on the Aegis. Now we have to definitely blast the 6 meteors.
Disruptor, melari kemana, Cuk?
Gaming Gladiators will fall as OG will move on.
Wow.
The last remaining member of Gaming, but he's gonna die inside the fountain as GGs are called. So Gaming Gladiators, a great year overall, but eliminated here at TI-11. And OG will move on.
Yeah. That was spicy. If you think back 15-20 minutes ago, that looked like OG could have easily been on the ropes with one good top push. Gaming Gladiator's strategy was not far from being successful in what it was trying to accomplish with that first Roche, but that one moment where they have Beastmaster caught mid, it snowballs into 4 OG kills. They keep building their advantage. Since then, they get the next.
Liquid lawan siapa ya?
Liquid lawan NTT. Alas cuman aku nonton. NTT. Aku mau nontonnya ini sih. Red.
Oh,
Master.
Thunder.
Oh.
Kita bingungnya ono Thunder, ono Tundra, Cuk.
Thunder Awaken. Thunder Awaken tuh juga boleh loh. Southeast America Dota.
Oh, South.
Secret lawan Thunder Awaken ya?
Iya. Cek bracketnya nih, tak cari.
Ya, ini. Jam 3 baru.
Suwe.
2 jam lah paling. Kayak 2 play PO2 loh ya.
Iya. Okay. Oh, wow. Aster lagi ikut tuh. Upper break tuh.
Yo. Ori monet.
LGD kok dengar sih iso jadi lower.
Apa? LGD ya?
Iya.
Performanya lagi naik turun.
Ah.
Gak sesolid biasanya. Mungkin karena meta kali ya. Soalnya kalau kemarin itu LGD itu punya berapa sing paling kuat. Sing pas main Magnus kayak gitu sing Tiny Lycan itu.
Iya.
Wah itu kan Aswat Rongsoro.
Tim Spirit ya sana Cok, kalau Magnus itu.
Apa?
Tim Spirit. Kalau Magnus Sano.
Oh, tapi saja ini kuat loh, Cuk. Sumpah. Apa namanya? Collapse tuh hero itu ada berapa? Kayak ada Mars, ada Night Stalker, ada Primal Beast. Main di band kabeh, Cuk. Akhirnya dia harus main kayak hero yang nge-save gitu.
Aja boncek no sing tahun lalu itu deh. Yo Mas yo Mars itu kan kayak mainnya dua tuh Magnus Mars gitu.
Magnus Mars ya.
Boncek no Cok.
Ya kalau main hero save itu kurang bagus. Pokoknya dia itu harus hero yang inisiator.
Nah, apa kakaknya ngomong bisa main panggung loh.
Katanya gak pernah dia ngeliat dia main panggung. Gak. Yang main panggung cuma turun ke Tokyo.
Mite yo. Apa mana?
Turun ke Tokyo juga kurang solid gitu. Ya kan di TI kemarin kan selalu kalah Lin. Main digendong ya turu sama lain di stack gitu. Ah ini ketemu TI. Ayo. Yang kalah ayo fan match. Yang pulang ke Gaming Gladiator.
Goblok. Gak seperti itu Cok. Turun stage itu. Moro-moro turun stage langsung
Your
itu.
turn to ban.
Buka PC.
Bisa pengerti.
5 seconds remaining.
Sampai salah orang kemarin. Cuk malah ketemu Ori, cuk. Musuh. Anjing mereka ada Ori, aku gak punya siapa-siapa anjing.
Ono TadPole buat.
Ono nanamin anjing. Aku nge-follow sih nanamin, cuk. Thunder Awaken.
Ora, kenangnya lucu aja.
Iku wong Jepang sing passing de apa kayak nyoba voice actorin si apa Shinobu Kochoi lho. Jadi kan ronok tipe iku.
Oh, gak tau.
Gak tak cari no.
Tak search ya YouTube ya.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick.
Oh, kano eh.
Anu Shinobu Kocho.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ya, aku no yo.
Sing wong bule ya.
Kayak wong bule oh itu.
Oh, iya iki aku wis temu. Shot.
Iya. Kalau aku menang lawan Ori, ada kemungkinan Astra kalah, Cuk.
Prepare for
It was in
battle.
the bag the moment I walked on the battlefield.
Ori sama Monet lagi on fire, Cuk.
They won't know what hit them. I'll go where the action
Kalau
is.
sampai aku menang lawan Ori.
You're out of your league. Let's get a move on. Ready for anything.
30 seconds to battle.
Hope we find trouble.
Kira gak tahu nanamin aja.
Yeah.
Nangil loh.
I journey forth.
Jalannya miring-miring.
Try to keep up.
Wong nginca nih kalau cari nama itu
Ooh,
kulit
let's
Cuk,
pick
kadang
a
Cuk.
fight.
Vertigo. Jalannya miring-miring.
Okay.
Wes lurus malah nang kanan, Cuk, ketemu wong ah.
Sesuai nama itu.
Okay.
Kenapa spiking ya?
They can't stop me.
Aduh nge-lag, Cuk. Harus setup total.
Go!
Dipakai dong skill satunya anjing.
Time to move.
Wah, pakai tosku 5.
I'll go where the action is. In fine form. Time to make something happen. Ready for anything. From here to there. Yes. Let's get a move on. I journey forth. Right. You think you can beat me? You thought I was trouble before. They can't stop me. Now! Little help here. Very well. Where's my cloud? I'm under attack. Yes.
Wah,
Let's move.
Cok, aku patah-patah, Cok.
It. I can
Sabar.
I'm going to enjoy this. Ready for anything. I'll go where the action is.
Banyakan kaca kan. Ngelek. Patah-patah, Cuk. Ini semua gara-gara tadi, Cuk. Kebanyakan ada zombie, ada CM. Kok CM sih tadi? Ada disruptor, dan naga siren, ada SF, ada
Jakiro paling event di sana.
Jakiro. Ledak, Cuk, PC ku, Cuk. Anjing.
Udah.
Gak di pause anjing. Nge-lag yo.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Let's go. Very well. I'm under attack. Little help here. On the move.
Radiant structures are
They won't
fortified.
know what hit them. You're not. Get over here and help. No good for you. I journey forward. Well, look at that. Ready for anything. Yeah. From here to there. Yes, I'll put you down like the door.
Your
How it's
middle
done.
tower is under attack.
No, I'm going to enjoy this. This has to be balance. Not so fast. I'm stronger now. I can feel it. Yes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I too. I'm under attack. Do you know who I am?
Emang enak anjing.
Yes. Okay. Let's get a move on.
V1 anjing. Fucking noobs.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack.
I'm ready. Fit for the monkey's paw. It ends here. Oh, let's pick a fight. They can't stop me.
Sumpah vertigo beneran cuk ini orang cuk. Aku ada wukong lidi sebelak-belak ke wukongku mau mati cuk.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. So long. Let's move.
Wah, Ori kalah cuk.
The enemy's
N.
To move.
每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。每一把都当最后一把，然后就也不要怕输。
Buat apa? Nyalahin mentale tim Cino. Main tim Malaysia tuh.
Saya pun jadi paling kaya itu.
I'm just getting started. You should have stayed home. Bounty. Yeah. They'll never see me coming. Yes. Time to make something happen.
Mana anjing guguknya cuk?
I'll go where the action is. They won't know what hit them. A 2-for-1 deal.
What the fuck?
Let's get a move on. You're out of your league. It's what I get over here
Radiant
now.
structures are fortified.
They'll never see it coming. Yeah, I'm under attack.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
They can't stop me. I'll go high. Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
I get it. Your name's
Vertigo, vertigo.
Enemy's bottom tower.
Lagi cuk sekarang jalan ke
Your
wukong.
top tower is under attack.
Ya ampun nih orang.
Oh, time to
Gak
make
salah
something
cuk aku ngebet dia
The
anjing.
enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Sekarang di
Where's my cloud? You can see everything out here.
Dire's structures are fortified. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Okay. Dire victory.
Ngefight Hung, ngefight Vertigo. Ori ketemu Hung Vertigo. Mentali kena coba TI cuk. Kelar game.
Ya kan ngono waktu lawannya boom loh, Cuk. Menang boom sumpah.
Yuk, mereka sudah mental baja anjing. Ami Fitbian sama NTS kan sering main kese ya.
Oh iya. Apalagi Cuk NTS Cuk.
Top 1 lagi.
Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining.
Ben Prime cuk. Ya nggak ketemu orang India.
Ten seconds remaining.
Gue Jotan, sumpah cok, jangan Mirana pos 5 cok, kau bukan snaking anjing.
Remaining. Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Anjing.
Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
For home, for peace. We rush.
Prepare for battle.
A good idea. I think all of us can agree. This one is in the bag. We see. We march. We agree. For victory. As needed. Without delay.
30 seconds to battle.
What the fuck? Alah.
Now. We will. Yes.
The battle begins.
We are coiled, ready to strike. No second. We understand as well as my fight. We will. Your medal. There. Yes. Forward. Swarm. Simple. Yeah.
Perfect.
As ordered. Onward. Our pike finds you. We feel the rush. What the fuck? We move. Yes. We will take them. As needed. We march. We understand. We will.
Ay, man.
Onward. Our numbers grow. We move.
Okay.
There. By Zeus. Now. Quickly. Attack. We see. Denied. Attack. We hunt. I'm under attack.
Aduh, sakit, Cok.
As ordered. Simple.
Ah. Joten, come here. Anjing si Joten nggak mau kesini, Cok.
The prize is mine.
We will. We shall strike.
Tenggo.
For victory.
Woi,
We rush. Yes.
bangsat. PL solo lawan Sark ya. Susah anjing.
We agree. We will fight. Easy. Forward. Good idea. They cannot hide from us.
I did hit the tree.
As needed. Good idea. Easily.
Sanaba.
We understand.
Even if the lady hadn't been crazy, I'd have had to kill the cat. Can't have mass murderers running around.
Kemarin aku dibacotin kolaps yuk. Gara-gara aku nggak bisa laning solo lawan Panggo cuk. Terus aku TP ke lane-nya dia.
Kan kayak apa deh?
PL.
Tapi yo, rada susah kan sih?
Otak susah cuk. Cuman bisa sih.
We agree.
Apalagi dengan hokimu tuh. Hokimu langsung naik 17%.
Lah masalahnya kalau unknown player gak apa-apa cuk, saver juga yang main cuk, ngerti main.
Oh.
We will.
Swifter than ever.
Nah kayak lawan itu yang mana? Skill juga nih aktif terus.
Cene cuk. Bener iku. Aku mau nge-kill juga, gagal kill waktu itu. DC semua anjing. Hujan lagi.
Apa tuh gini gunung habis ini kayaknya.
Gunung?
Enggak, hujannya habis ini paling aku. Cek gunung atau ya.
GG semua cuk musuhnya cuk. GG lah.
Quickly. We see.
Aku bikin jasa dulu ya.
什么意思 ？Cover。
哦。
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Biasa dulu aja deh. Farmnya kencang. Nge-tilt itu cok mak. Baru TP balik lagi.
Gua free win dong.
Free win.
And plays have come and gone. Yes. Regeneration. Now. Forward. As needed. We move.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm under attack. We march. We rush. Good idea. We understand.
Your top tower is under attack.
We understand.
Your top tower is under attack.
There. Swarm. Easily. Good idea.
Dire structures are fortified.
Now.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Abandon deh musuhnya. Dah, abandon. Nice. Game.
We march. We will.
Waduh,
Multiply.
mati kaget.
enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Cakep.
Simple. We rush.
Kok nggak hancur-hancur ya? Runnya ya?
Chase this. We move.
Masih balik anjing Void Spirit-nya.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
As needed.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Udahlah abandon sana.
We move. Chase this. Simple.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack.
Aku bikin PLMOM, marahin nggak ya?
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Cuk, aku 004 cuk.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Radiant victory.
Gitu. kasih. Ketemu siapa sekarang?
Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining.
Nah kan udan-udan kok ngirim sih? Yes, kasih. Weh udan-udan kok ngirim?
10 seconds remaining.
Malah ya wis.
Yo. Rombongan wis dateng ah? Tah. Rombongan di tempat wis dateng ah?
Your turn to pick.
Rombongan di tempat. Gimana itu? Orangnya. Oh ya. Hati.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh ketemu Ramsey. Andai. Ini punch.
Slog. Right for here.
Starting to feel a bit nutty.
Prepare for battle.
When you say a thing, you know it's true. So I'm calling it right here and now. This one's in the bag.
Backnya di sini kecil sih. Barusan.
Ya, Cok. Ini Cok. Ini kok ada sebelah kiriku pos Cok.
Now you're talking. Don't get caught. Good. You sure? More like it.
30 seconds to battle.
Over here.
You want a bag? I can get you a bag. What kind of bag?
All part of the plan. Right. Yeah. Stay out of my way. But I
Anjing pasnya beli sepatu, Cok. Wah.
This way. Nice one. That's right. Ah. Careful. I'm under attack. Okay. Right. Wiggle, wiggle, little fish. Yeah. Right through here. Yeah. You sure? Nah. Come on.
You have no right.
Go on. This way. I see it. Now my shiv is nice and sharp. Nice one. Yeah. That's right. Right.
Choppers are looking sharp.
Good. Come on. There's no escape. Oh. Okay. After him! Anywhere but here. Alright. Right.
Look out the bottom.
Careful.
My choppers are sharp.
Over here. Yeah. Don't get caught. More like it.
Something's
right. All right. Right. Right through here.
denied.
Over here. You sure? Right. Small fry. Right.
So much meat, so little time.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
All part of the plan. Good. Yeah.
My choppers are looking sharp.
Psst. This way. Right. More like it.
The prize is mine.
Go on. Nice try. Now you're talking. Give it here.
Ah. Oh, anjing.
Oh,
Dede, Cuk.
I'm under attack.
Tiny bottom.
Nice one.
I can refill you, we can smoke to bottom. Come here, come here.
Okay.
Let's go bot.
It's a back.
Mirana kan lane mid. No, tiny at top. Curahkan 1v1.
Or do the sign of your body was a cage. I just let you free. I got this one. Alright. Yeah.
Find Dazzle.
Radiant's courier has
right.
been killed.
Even this guy.
You're mine now.
That's not right. I have seen the future.
Yeah. Now that's payback. That's right. Yeah. Don't get caught. More like it.
Kenapa, Pak?
Sport. You saw it. Okay. I won't hurt you.
Power run.
Right through here. Alright. Gotcha. Here, fishing, fishing.
Kepak jotan.
Go on. Now you're talking.
Can kill punch.
Here, fishy, fishing. Fish fingers. Right. Nice one.
Choppers are looking sharp.
Right.
Want to see what we do for fun around here?
I'm under attack.
Wow, pas banget raindropnya dong. Wih.
Over here. Careful.
Connecting rune.
Lend me a fin. I see it. Nice one. Now you're talking. Alright.
Arcane power.
After him.
Coming bottom.
Over here.
Ready TP bot? TP is Chrono.
Right. Don't get caught. You're mine now. All part of the plan. Yeah.
My choppers are looking sharp.
Right through here.
TP ka baba, Jotun.
Right.
Tayo natin to.
I'm under attack.
No Chrono, it's fine. Just take tower.
Oh, I survive!
Radiant
God damn
structures
it.
are fortified.
You sure?
Dire's structures are fortified.
This is all part of the plan.
Damay ba?
More like it. Go on. Oh, hello. I won't hurt you. This way.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right.
Poinnya pasti lagi. Lu juga kesel yang ngeliatnya ya.
Tower has been denied.
That's right.
Kok jadi begini?
Your top tower is under attack.
Kok matinya begini ya?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Ready. All right. More like it. Yeah. Fish.
Ramsey tidak berkutik.
You sure? Nice one. Go on.
Oh, NDT kalah satu game.
There's no escape.
Kawan sama? Tadi NDT? Liquid yo.
Your top tower is under
I
attack.
got this one.
Tapi nonton ternyata
Udah selesai. Ya berarti kita nonton game dulu aja.
Your top tower is
Pas
under
lah itu.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You want to
Your
defend?
top tower is under attack.
Need more, need more.
Allies disappear.
Tiny.
Woi. Ya, bukannya ke desel anjing.
Right.
Go. Put vision.
Don't get caught.
Fudge is here.
Okay.
Stop peeping.
Bounty.
Okay.
Ya gak ada stun, kenapa si Mamirana ikut-ikutan snaking anjing.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'll be out of this mess in no time. That's right.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Come on. Ah! Fresh meat. Monster kill. You're mine now. I got this one. More like it. Careful. I'll take that. There's no escape. All part of the plan.
Shadows, take us.
Nice one. I'm under attack. That's right.
Martinya kemana anjing?
Fresh meat. Okay. Now your turn. Over here.
Invisibility.
Don't get caught. Psst, this way. Oh, this is took the bait. Right through here.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Lower the boom.
Yeah.
Yakin Orosan.
Your top tower is under attack.
All right.
Tiny dagger.
With a little bit. I see.
Your shrine has fallen to the dark.
from here.
Then.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't fight, I'm not ready, guys.
Yeah.
Dire structures are fortified.
On the plan. Right. That's right.
Dashed on the rocks.
Right. Snark had his way with you. Careful.
Sa'yo na to, Seb.
Go on. I'll take that. Ah, scepter. This way. Anywhere.
I'm farming my Etherlands.
Yeah, fishing. More like it.
Your top tower is under attack.
Right through here. You sure? Good. Nice one. You sure? You think you caught me? Nice one.
That's not right.
Don't get caught. Good.
Okay, farm BKB.
Right through here.
Your bottom tower is
That's
under
right.
attack.
We're doing something bottom, guys. We will try to clear.
Right.
Look, Rams, ready. Otherwise, mga as well. Sige na, try to clear.
You'll be sorry when you see me. Yeah.
This will be even more simple.
Invisibility.
This way.
Your
Now
top
that's
tower is
payback.
under attack.
Over here. Right. Now your turn. Right.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Hey,
Yeah.
Targets.
Right. I'm under attack. Yeah. All part of the plan. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. I got this one. Go on.
Oh my god. Kontol kalah udah ini kayaknya, Cok.
Rune.
Mana udah lapar.
Good. Alright.
I foresaw your death the moment you were born.
Bentar. Anjing.
Nice.
Oh, pantes. Gilu sing si Ramsey. Halaman aja.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
That's right. Right for here.
Kebanyakan fight cuman kalah terus anjing fight.
I see. I'm under attack. Now my shimmy's nice and sharp. Nice one.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
You sure? As if I wasn't slippery enough already. Over here.
Wah, anjing.
Careful. That's right. Over here. More like it.
Whatever.
under attack.
GG.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle barracks are under attack. Your middle barracks has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.